What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Worldwide Job, back at you with another great video. But we're switching the topic. This is not about Chud. I like to try to stick between the dating topics and just anything of like I feel is of importance. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I feel like is important, whatever I feel like is on my mind. Even if you guys send some shit in here, I'll react to it. But this is what I feel like needs to be talked about. So I'm talking about it. Hit the like and subscribe button. Yo, shouts out to this guy, Dat Shack 2X. I looked for the video without his reaction. I cannot find it. I don't know what podcast this is on. But what we're gonna be reacting to is women are the problem. Man gets brutally honest with a woman, and then the fucking audience basically explode like they can't handle the truth. So let's just jump straight in the video. Hit the like and subscribe button. Check out this guy's channel also. And look, while we're on the screen, I'm actually bugged out. I just found him this morning. I had to go to school today, like I said before, and I'm gonna subscribe to him also. I don't know why I wasn't subscribed. Sorry about that, Shaq. But it's much love, brother, and I appreciate the content so I can make content also. It's always love and happy late Father's Day to all y'all who's fathers. So let's just get into this video.
The conversation on social media, on the podcast world, with the relationships, the divide between black men and black women. I see some of the things you spoke about in your own work. My first question is, how do you think we can alleviate that war between black men and black women that's just growing bigger and bigger and bigger with these podcasts?
Well, that war can be alleviated with people just being objective. I like to say I like to focus on objective truth. I'm not big into playing games. I like to look at the facts. What do the facts state? If you look back into the early 1900s, the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, even when we were more oppressed than we are now, the way our households were run, the way our communities were run, there was less violence in our communities. There was more of a village.
He's right.
We had gender roles. This new divide with people saying, oh, we shouldn't have gender roles and a man could do this and a woman could do this. No, a woman has her role to play and a man has his role to play. We need to get back to, that's what I say in the book, we need to get back to the customs, the culture that allowed our ancestors to thrive even while being oppressed. We need to get...
I want to just point out, I heavily agree with what he is saying. Like, people, like, especially the newer generation. I'm 30 years old, but I got an old soul. I was raised around a lot of old heads. I've been around a lot of old heads. I had a lot of deep conversation with old heads, rather as older mamas, older pops, unks, however you want to call them, aunties. You know, not just blacks, but Spanish, all of that. And from what I know is, especially with the black community, this is a black community thing problem. Like, the foundational of family structure is fucked up, and a lot of females don't understand this because they, like, females don't take their time to look into shit. There's females that want to be girl bosses that feel like they can be a man and they can do everything on their own, but they don't even know how to fucking change a tire. They don't know how to put sheetrock up in the wall and fix a hole in the wall. There's still a lot of things. And then if even if they do none of it, shit, they break it down. Oh my god, my nails. You know what I'm saying? Female, and there's nothing wrong with that. A female should be a female. A man, certain jobs is a man's job. Not saying a female can't do it, but there's just certain things, as like even in the animal kingdom, a man has a job to do, to play for a part of survival, a part of nature, and a woman has a part to play, a part of nature, like a part of the natural settings of the world. A man has a part to play, and a woman has a part to play. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. The ideology that women have developed is because, see, you got to understand the breakdown of the black mindset, the black household, the black community, the black financial working system, the black leaders. It has been broken down over decades. This did not start last year. This did not start 3 years ago. This has been going on for at least 100 years. You understand? Almost about 100 years, maybe 200 years. You understand what I'm saying? when the higher ups plan, even now, whoever the elites are, you could call them who you want, the billionaires or whoever, just thinking about it as the elites, those who truly run the world and see fit. I'm not talking about the presidents, I'm talking about those that sit in that secret room and have conversations. They do not plan for the week. They do not plan for the month. They do not plan for the fucking year. They plan 20 years ahead. They come up with a real 20-year plan. And in this 20-year plan, you have something called short-term goals. You got the middle goals. Then you got the end game goals. There has been plans there's plans that's still being carried out that was planned 20, 30 years ago. So the breakdown, what I'm trying to say is there has been multiple different, let's say, milestones that was crucial points within breaking down the black people, in breaking down their community, breaking down their foundation, breaking down their unity, breaking down, you understand what I'm saying? Breaking down the man, the woman, breaking it all the way down into where now we have parentless kids who has social media and the internet, because back in the day there was no internet like that. A lot of the teachings and lessons being learned is passed down and handed down. So why do you think kids of other ethnicities, when they're born into the world, they already at 14, they got certain skills because their parents already acquired that. So they knew, when I make a baby, I'm going to teach my son this. I want to teach the family this. This becomes a family business. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want black people to have none of that type of structure. Black owned, they don't even sell us the stores that's out here. They're not gonna, they don't want us to have anything. Purposely. They rather give it to other people that come from another country than to give it to the niggas that was here being whipped, the slaves, was this, civil rights movement, all kinds of shit. And another thing, for all of this feminism and all this shit, black people played a big part with, I'm not saying in feminism, but for y'all to even have the right to how you could say promote feminism, or to go out here and protest and talk about whatever y'all, rather if it's feminism, rather if it's gays, rather if it's fucking cats and dogs. At a time, there was none of that. People, like black people, fought for civil rights. We was the majority of the civil rights. You understand what I'm saying? And when we was actually strong, they started breaking it down between welfare, taking the men out the house, mass incarceration. Then you had the war on drugs, which was the big crack era. You see, you got to understand something. The crack era. After the crack era, then it was the chicken head era. You got to know our real history. The chicken head era is in the 90s, 2000s. This is how you had a whole bunch of single mothers popping out babies everywhere, fatherless babies everywhere. Or you have mothers who was having babies and they was doing drugs off the crack era, and they was all in the system. And then those kids grew up and now they run around at 14 fucking 15 fucking, they having babies at 16, 17, 18. They're running so this is a part of the chicken head era where a lot of prostitution started going crazy. You gotta know our history. This is literally only 35, 40 years ago. I was born 96. You understand what I'm saying? My mom was born 75. So my mom was adopted. I love her. I love my adopted grandma. Now, my mom was born 1975. Grandma, her mother, her adopted mother, however you want to put it, her mother, she's like 80, bruh. My mom is 40 something. She's like 80, bro. That means she been here since 1920, gang. She's seen the fucking, like how you see day-to-day life experience. She actually witnessed shit. We're not that far behind. So somebody's great grandma was still in slavery, damn it. They still was oppressed. They still was a part of civil rights. Greats was in the civil rights. This, like, all of, like, that shit was just then, bro. That shit is not that far. But women has developed because, and a lot of them don't know this type of history because they're so caught up in the fast life. Now you got social media. Now you got rap women and women that's telling you be independent, it's okay to fuck over guys. You don't need a family. It's good to be a girl boss. You don't need a band. You just go out, do your own thing. You could be an independent, strong queen. You could use men. You could trick on them. So now it's so much misinformation and so much tainted information going out to the females now that they don't know what's right or wrong. They're just following the lead.
Back to that. There's too much games and too much, foolery playing around. People don't want to be objective. If you tell a woman right now, you had 3 kids, that drops your value. They say, no, it don't. I got 3 kids, but I'm smarter. Let's stop playing games.
What?
You're not as attractive with 3 kids as a woman that doesn't have 3 kids.
Dr. William James.
Just not.
Wait, what?
Let me turn it up some.
So wait, sorry.
I think it's kind of low, so I'm gonna turn it up. I'm sorry, guys. Let me run it back a little bit. It's kind of low.
This new divide with people saying, "Oh, we shouldn't have gender roles, and a man could do this and a woman could do this." No, a woman has her role to play, and a man has his role to play. We need to get back to. That's what I say in the book. We need to get back to the customs, the culture that allowed our ancestors to thrive, even while being oppressed. We need to get back to that. There's too much games and too much, foolery playing around. People don't want to be objective. If you tell a woman right now, you had 3 kids, that drops your value. They say, no, it don't. I got 3 kids, but I'm smarter. Let's stop playing games. You're not as attractive with 3 kids as a woman that doesn't have 3 kids.
Dr. William James.
Just not.
Wait, what?
Can't play games.
So wait, sorry.
Look at the crowd going crazy. Look at the crowd going crazy. Now, I'm gonna skip something, so I'm gonna keep getting into the interview. Shout out to That Shack 2X, but no offense, That Shack 2X. I'm gonna get my opinion. I kind of talk a lot. If you guys want to watch his opinion on it, definitely go check out his channel. It's much love. As you can see, he's booming. He got 425k subscribers. A little more doesn't. It won't hurt. Make sure you guys hit my subscribe. Also, hit the like and subscribe, please. I truly appreciate it. But what I want to say is this. What Mr. Williams, the person who was just talking on the podcast to the woman, and then the crowd went crazy. Now, he is right about this. He is right. Now, I'm going to let him finish. Let me let him finish his statement, and then I'm going to actually say something. So let's just skip ahead a little bit, and let's just let him finish and lock in. All right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let him cook.
Do you think that gender roles? Excuse me. I got it. Now y'all want to pay attention. When you say something y'all don't like to hear, I got it.
Because all of the women that's going crazy they got babies.
Let's go back to gender roles. Do you think gender
And
roles
nothing wrong
will
with
take
kids.
us back to like the 1960s? When you say gender roles, first of all, define what you mean by gender roles.
All right, before she even get into gender roles, I want to say about what he said about the women with the 3 kids and the devaluing. And you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments, okay? That's why the comment section is there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But what I want to say about like this. Women, right? It's nothing wrong with you having children already. If I was a man, right? Whoever it is, she's white, let's just say, for example, white, black, whatever. And I really like your personality. I like who you are. I like your energy. I like everything about you, right? And you got kids or whatever. All right, even before the liking part. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase this. I'm sorry, because I want to say what I'm saying. I want to say it correctly. I'm drinking. I'm sorry. Now, if I meet a woman, that's what I'm gonna say. If I meet a woman, I have no kids. I'm 30, so I don't have no kids. But I meet a woman. She look fine. She got 2 babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already see she's like in her 30s, late 30s at that. Like she's probably like 37. Now in 2026, women already be having like 2 kids at 24. No baby, two different baby daddies. Some of them 3. Like, I know a few females that I grew up with, bro, and they got like 4 kids, 3 kids and shit. They ain't went to college, they ain't got no career, nothing. They got like 3 baby daddies. They run around here and they still talking about hot girl summer and shaking their ass outside on the block. They don't give a fuck. Okay? You got their little clan with them. The other girls make them feel good. But this is what I want to say. For the real women who like, for women that is trying to figure out why is he saying that devalues a woman? Because at the end of the day, you're not a virgin, okay? If I'm a man with no kids, it's not like that. I'm in college, or if I got a good career job and I'm working towards that. I don't have a good career job yet, but I'm working towards a good career and I'm doing shit for myself and I'm getting myself together. I can choose from a woman without kids or a woman with kids. Now, this is the problem. There are some women without kids who's actually sweet and this and that. Like me, I like a girl who likes me. So I always will love a pretty girl, period, bad girl, whatever. But like most of the girls, either way, I still go for is like, to me they're pretty, of course. But my thing is this: I learned to truly give that. I still chase, but I truly learned in life reciprocate the energy that someone reciprocates to it. Like do unto others that's done unto you. So if I can see genuinely a female really cares about me and this, that, and the third, even if she's not a 10, even if she could be a 6. You understand? Because sometimes at 6, I like the little nerdy girls with the glasses, all that. She ain't got to have a big fat ass, big boob. Like, I'm attracted to on the inside. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what matter. You feel me? But, like, if I meet a lady and she has kids, like I said, the difference from a lady who has kids in this era in 2026 in a difference from a lady that don't have kids in their mind is nothing. This is the problem with females. I want you to understand that. A female who could be 24 with no kids, and then another female let me put my hands this way. A female who's 24 with no kids, and another female who's in her late 30s, almost 40, with 3 kids, will act like she's worth the same amount as like her her worth, her options, her being able to just get a man, or I don't gotta give nobody attention. Oh, I'm the shit. Or before they even talk to you, you gotta jump through a million hula hoops. There's a lot of women like that. And to be honest, let's just be honest here. As men, I'ma say it. Other men ain't gonna say it. Shorty, you ran through. You already got 2 babies. I don't know if you had a C-section. If you got a C-section, you got the big cuts thing on your stomach. Excuse me. If you pushed it out and you are sexually active, which most of the times these females are, your shit is not tight. You understand what I'm saying? You're not all. So yes, you're devalued. Then you're already devalued in one way. Now I can still be attracted, even though you got 2 kids. You put maybe not all this like perfect, whatever. Like still good, whatever. Boom, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Like, as men, we know ran through pussy and not ran through pussy. I'm just saying. As a man, whoever sees this, he knows what I'm talking about. Now, even if we do accept that, you still, as a man, you're gonna take care of her and her children. You know this is a package deal. In your head off rip, you know, like, oh, this is a package deal. If I'm fucking with her, of course I'm gonna vibe with the kids. I'll take them out. We all gonna go out. Maybe we gonna have our own nights or whatever, but we gonna have nights as family. Like, you wanna play in a house, you try to play that man role. And men do this. Now, when a woman, and they're gonna talk about this, when a woman meets a man with kids and they have kids, they expect them to take care of the whole family. Oh well, you gotta treat your my kids like they your kids. You can't just buy for your kids. They want you to do everything around the box. They don't want to have like they may do, but and a lot of times they'll I've seen women do that. I'm just gonna take care of my kids. Let him take care of his son. That's his. Some women are spiteful like that. You know what I'm saying? I really never met another woman who really take care of other people's kids like that. You understand what I'm saying? Unless she don't have kids and he has a kid. You see, a woman with kids is less likely to get a man without kids. But a man with kids is more likely, statistically, to get a woman without kids. If I had 2 kids, there's a higher possibility that I could get a woman without kids. You understand what I'm saying? Because yeah, I'm still taking care of myself. I'm still gonna take care of her, and I take care of my kids, and I keep a roof over my head, and you know what I'm saying? And, like, she's gonna like that. Like, damn, he's family orientated. A man though is not gonna look at a woman with a whole bunch of kids and ever say, "This is what I want." unless like he really gotta be in love with you and really love you, like y'all gotta been grow up together, and for him to just accept that you got multiple baby daddies and all this shit and really be comfortable with it. Like me, I'm a freak. I'm gonna tell you now, I eat up the coon, I do all that. You think it's comfortable? Like a woman wouldn't want to suck on no man if he stuck his shit in 100,000 females raw. Let's be honest here. So why can't a man feel the type of way if a woman then let multiple guys? Obviously, she got pregnant, so they ain't using no condoms. He been busting in her, probably having sex while they was pregnant. Like this, it's a lot to think about. I don't ask women their bodies. You understand? If I really like her on a genuine note, I just really like you, and I'm gonna vibe with you and this and that. I'm not gonna bring up your past. Like I'm older now. But let's get back to the video.
What's your opinion, idea of a gender role?
Gender roles is certain things are specifically for the man to do, certain things specifically for the woman to do. So, for example, the man taking out the trash, the man fixing the car, that's a man's role.
Right.
The woman cooking, the woman cleaning, that's a woman's role.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. Just like if, let's just say you and I were a couple, if we step outside, it's my duty to walk on which side of the road? On the side of the street?
You're supposed to be near the curb, and I'm supposed to be on the inside.
And why is that?
Because you're the man and I'm the woman.
And I'm the protector.
Yeah.
That's my role. Protect.
That's a
provide.
fact.
Ain't nothing wrong with having that as a role.
That's a fact.
If we go outside and a robber approaches us, it's my job to defend you, lay my life on the line for you. I'm supposed to do that as a...
And I just want to say this real quick. Even if the female is not your girlfriend or whatever, it's just a thing as a man. We know that. We know that's what we're supposed to do. Oh shit, baby, walk on that side. Nah, chill, shorty, walk on that side. That's something that's just a part of being a man. If niggas running up and shit going down, we're the first one in the line of fire. That's a part of being a man. You understand what I'm saying? I was on a train, the two white guys in my other video, I said that they said, what's crazy is I was half laying down because I don't like all of these people around me or whatever. So by the time I got to my stop or 2 stops away, I look up. Like I'm boxed in on the train. So like there's 2 seats. And then, there's the 3 seats. I'm on the old school type of train, on the D train. If you know, you know, if you're from New York. Now, look, I'm sitting by the window. I like looking out the window. I ain't gonna lie. And I fake look at the reflection of the window when it's in the tunnel so I can watch everybody else on the train. And niggas may look like, yo, he crazy. I don't know what he looking at. But I'm thinking about just shit, period, before I get to school. And I'm watching everybody else. I'm just analyzing everybody. Their movements, how they doing, what they doing, how they looking, what they looking at, who they, maybe some bad joints on the train, whatever. You feel me? I'm just on point. So I'm using the reflection of the mirror to look. But my thing is this. The 2 white guys, there was some cute white shorties. They older. 30, maybe 32, 33. There was 2 of them here. There was nobody. There was a big white guy. He took up 2 seats. There's another white guy next to me reading this book. Now, me personally, if I was on the outside, I would have been like, yo, you want to sit down? But, like, I was already 2 stops from my last stop. So, like, I looked up, glanced, and I just say, I already know I'm about to get up. So they're going to be able to get the seat. But the thing is, I don't know how long they were sitting there. Neither one of them got up and moved to let the lady sit down. They didn't give a shit. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't care. They did not care, bruh. You know why? Because they ain't used to being with ladies. They all caught up in the feminism shit. Most of them, bro, don't get me wrong, there's some married people. But then a lot of them is not, bro. And then a lot of them don't have no order and swag. I said this before. So they like, fuck, I'm giving her my seat for all this new feminism, women in power shit. I'm not. They don't even care no more. For their own white, like, so I should record this shit, right?
The man.
Right.
That's not a woman's job. I wouldn't expect my woman to step up in front of me. That's my duty.
Okay.
Now, with all of this modern feminism, which was started by a lesbian, that got them thinking a woman could do what a man could do. She could jump up and fight like a man can. No, you can't. Stay in a woman's place. So let the man be the protector.
So, very hot topic. I see where you're coming from. And I kind of feel like feminism
right.
did cause a little
Feminism,
setback.
let me tell you something.
However,
Feminism, and this right, what I'm saying right now, is for black women. Really all women. But majorly black women, because feminism was never created specifically for you at all. There's one woman, her name was Martha some shit, and there was another woman. One woman was a lesbo. She hated men. The other woman was a fucking racist. She hated black people. They both got together and started a group and called it feminism, mainly about hated. See, the woman, the Martha lady who hated men, it wasn't about black men. She hated the white man. She hated white men. She didn't even hate black people. Feminism is not even for black people. Feminism is something a lesbian white woman made towards the white man. That don't have nothing to do with us. Now, our people not knowing our history and constantly being whitewashed, they just jump on the bandwagon talking about, yes, women impact. We already come from a struggle family. Y'all ain't got time to be without family and single and talking about single mothers. You understand this? Y'all, a lot of the new females, bro, like, some of them is graduating. A lot of them are not. A lot of kids in this generation is not graduating no more. A lot of kids a lot of kids don't care about school, bro. They ain't never had parents. A lot of them came from the system. A lot of kids after the chicken head era went to the foster care system. The foster care system did not give a fuck. So when you don't have grandmas, great granddads, and grandpappies and real family that lived through our type of shit to pass down information, this is how no information is being passed down to our people that's on our people. Because the parents isn't there. The family isn't there. So by the time they get of age, they're following everybody else's lead, all these other histories, everything else that's about white people, shit they don't even know about, and they thinking it's for them. And it's not. Because they don't know no real knowledge. Once you're born into the world, you're only going to know what you're taught. So if there's knowledge that's not being passed down, you're never going to know it. That's what puts majority of black people at a disadvantage. Like when I talk about the drug era and crack era and certain things, like I used to talk about this shit all the time. People would look like people didn't know, they think I'm crazy. Why were you talking about? But like I'm just some conspiracy theorist or some shit. No, this really happened, nigga. You don't know who what's the nigga name? LJ, what's the name? LJ, what's the name? Hoover? The nigga who founded the FBI, nigga? What's the name? J. Hoover. You know, the founder of the FBI. You know what he said? He said there will never be another black messiah or black leader unless we create them. There's plenty of billionaire black people. Every time they try to step up and go against the machine and go against the higher-ups, what happened? They're either dead, psych ward, hospital, missing, heart attack. There's plenty. I can name a couple of billions that have been around for a long time. There's Oprah, Whoopi Goldberg. There's a whole bunch of black people that have been through this, that have been around. You think they gonna step up against them whites? They know better. And every time one of them do, something bad happen.
I feel like with the gender
Something
roles,
bad happen.
if you say
You
that
better
gender
not wake
roles
them
have
black
to come
folks
back
up.
into place, it's
You
going
better
to
not wake them
that's just
monkeys
like
up.
saying, once you
That's
say
what they
it,
say.
there's no going back on it. So
They
once
the
you
largest
say that, then
consumers.
that's
They
going
still
to
buying Jordans they can't afford.
Feminism?
Leave them right there.
Modern feminism needs to be wiped away.
You don't agree with my
It does.
Okay.
It's
So
not
modern
for.
feminism came
It's
into
not
play
for us.
In the late 1960s.
It's not for.
like
It's
around
not for black people.
1969,
It's not for
1970,
no
Margaret
female.
Sloan.
Period.
Right.
She founded the National Black Feminist.
What'd he say?
Feminism
What's
came
her
into
name?
Play in the late 1960s, like around 1969, 1970, with a woman named Margaret Sloan.
Right.
She founded
Margaret
the
Sloan.
National Black Feminist Organization. She hated men.
See?
All of the time where we see feminism, even when you go back to the 1800s with Elizabeth Stanton and Susan B. Anthony, they were white women who were racist, and their argument was with the white man. That had nothing to do with black people.
See?
Right.
They didn't even like black people. They didn't even want Sojourner Truth to be a part of the
Yeah,
movement.
they wasn't worried about us.
So
They
you
ain't
got
like us anyway.
racists, and you got
They don't like no black
hated
people.
men starting a movement, and then you got modern women jumping on the movement. That makes no sense. Leave that alone. That
They don't
got
know
nothing to do with
nothing.
us.
They don't
We
even
need
know
to
who
love each
created
other,
this program. They
understand
just
one
know,
another,
oh, women
and
empowerment,
move
stick to
forward.
my
Modern
sisters. We don't need a
feminism
man.
is trash.
The fuck?
I ain't gonna lie to you. It really made no sense. It made zero sense.
It makes zero sense for you to not know what something is and you just jumping on the bandwagon and that never been for black. That wasn't something that wasn't even our beef. See, a lot of the shit that's happening in the world right now was shit white people created on the white people. A lot of this shit, and we just got caught up in it because we all in America. But that ain't never been for us. That ain't never been our gripe. We ain't never care about that. Because back in the days, black people was always together. That's all we had was each other. family, foundation. Like he said, we was like on some village shit. Like when I was growing up, it may not have been like back in the day, but even when I was growing up, niggas could see me going to school, and I'm playing with cats, and I'm supposed to be walking to school. Niggas call my pops up. What you? I'm calling your dad. What? Get in the car. I'm taking you to school. Yeah, and I smacked him upside the head. You was able to parent other people kids because we all in the same community. We all got to make sure everybody is okay, and we can only do that by working together. Everybody look out for everybody. You understand? Now it's not like that. Everybody's trying to get over everybody. Everybody's trying to use everybody. Everybody wants to talk about everybody's business. Everybody wants to gossip. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's been broken down so bad now. And then like all these rap, and don't get me wrong, I'm happy they getting their money, these rapping females and shit. But it don't make it no better. It don't make it no better. They're raising females who's right now. There's 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds walking around with 20-inch wigs, full-blown makeup kit thing on, and they're trying to look like they're 21. Running around here half naked. 13, 14, 15, they all think they're Cardi B and this one and that one. You gotta remember that even pornos wasn't accessible like that. You had to buy DVDs and tapes. The internet made so much more things accessible. It opened up a gateway to too much information. Not all information is good information. I'm going to say that one more time. Not all information is good information. And I'm going to say it one more time. Not all information is good information. Remember that, okay?
That's that.
Make some noise. I'm gonna change gears a little bit. During a past interview, you said that the removal of
we're running 30 minutes, so I'm gonna get us about another 3 minutes. I don't want to put too much of a long video for you guys to watch.
This is all public knowledge. You know this, I know this, I'm sure everybody in the room knows this. Yet the numbers have not increased with black families. Why is that?
This is the last part I'm gonna let play.
The number's not increasing as far as what?
As far as the man in a household, marriage,
and I was just talking about
two-parent households. We'll start there.
Because what they did worked. What you're saying.
What they did worked. What they did worked. I want you to really hear what he's saying.
They started the removal of black men out of the household with the man in the house law, where they literally rewarded women for kicking men out.
This was called welfare in Section 8. Now, when I remember it, the exact rules to the welfare system for you to be qualified to get government assistance was you can't have a man living with you. Like my mom used to always say that to my pops. Like, no, I can't have you on a lease, or I can't have you like you living, so I could be able to still collect government insurance. When they was together, my mom and dad was together 22 years before they separated. But God bless them both. But at the end of the day, this is the truth. The government rewarded females to not have a man. The government wanted them to be without a... And when it comes since the beginning of the time, you can watch 300, you can watch Romans, you can watch from the beginning of time, a man and a woman is essential for raising a family. A man and a woman is both essential. They both have duties and roles to play. Both of them. If you want to talk about equality, this is the only real equality there, because there is no equality between man and woman. A man will always have to do more than a woman because he's a man. He's supposed to. It's his job. You understand? And if he's not, it makes him feel less than a man. We all know this. But a man and a woman equally have duties placed on them by God. It don't matter what God you believe in. The creator of male, female, a male lion, a female lion, a male tiger, a female tiger, a fucking male fucking anaconda, a female anaconda, a male zebra, a female zebra, a male dog, a female dog, a male cat, a female cat, a male gecko, a female gecko, a male fly, a female fly, a fucking roach, another female roach. Every creature corresponds between male and female, and they both have essential parts and essential duties to raise a family. Even unless you're a fucking seahorse, Unless you're a fucking seahorse where you can asexually. Asexually means you can do both things. Be a male and a female and reproduce on your own. A male seahorse can turn into a female and he reproduces asex. They could get pregnant without even having to, I believe, conjoin. Some fish actually start out as male and then turn into female. Some start as male, then go into female. It's one way or other. But at the end of the day, they're both essential. As long as females believe that they do not need a man in their life, and they are there will never be a family strong. And then with marriage, it's rigged. The whole marriage thing, like I said, marriage was never even meant for black people to begin with. You understand? But marriage is so rigged, it's a lose-lose situation for the man. If you get married, the female, that's what white people used to do today. They get alimony, they get the kids, they get some of your assets, they get half of your shit, they get this, that, and the third. They could even make you pay for the lawyer fees on their side. They could claim something called I believe I think it's like no alimony. If it's called not no alimony, it's something else is called, but it's basically when you don't have to you didn't break your vows to be wanting to get divorced. There's something called where you could just get divorced because you feel like you don't, it's a word for it though. It's bullshit. But it's too favorable for a woman. A lot of these, and especially white women, that's why white men is mad as shit, because they can work their ass off, want to be CEO, they do all of this, that, and the third, they get with a broad, they ain't got a big dick, pause, they fuck her, they realize this guy's boring, he's an average Joe, and damn, they really like the BBCs, or the guy with the nice guy, or the guy with the swag, that's their yoga teacher, and they really want to be with him, and they wind up divorcing that nigga and taking all their shit. Why you think you always see on the news, man killed his wife and kids and this, that, and I don't wish that on it, but a lot of the time, this is what we see. Man kills the whole family, burn the house down. Man kills his wife and kids. Man kills his wife. Man poisons his wife. A lot of the time, the men, because the wife is trying to leave him and is cheating on him and fucking him and trying to take his shit. And this nigga's like, yo, you're not gonna take all my shit and I gotta still pay. You know how many, you know how many stories there are just on a man who goes to therapy and he's in there complaining to the therapist talking about, yeah, and she's in the house I paid for. She's in there fucking her new husband and getting dick down, and I'm still paying for the kids. I'm paying for that car. That's my house. I pay. They always getting screwed. Black people ain't got no money for no big wedding. And half of the time when they do get married, yeah, that shit really be real. So their shit actually lasts sometimes a lot longer. It's way higher percentage, especially back in the days. Way higher percentage. You understand? Just look. Like, I can just tell you. I don't even see the statistics. I can just tell you off of God. Whoever's watching this, if you know your color in the comments, tell me if I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You ain't see no fucking black people on the first 48 and America's most diabolical relationships and all of these programs that used to come on all goddamn day on True Crime TV. All them people was white. Fuck is you talking about? Trying to kill each other for the money. Oh, this, that. They hiring investigators to go and check and see it so they can get some dirt on them. Yeah. They're plotting and scheming on each other. The fuck? Don't get me wrong, it's not with all white men. Some white men, they got the motion, they got money, they know, yeah, I'm just gonna pay for some ass. They know better. But majority of them, a lot of them niggas is average Joes and they not getting no females. And even the females they get is 49ers. Which means they're a 4, and this is the problem with a lot of women now, not just feminism, but a woman would be a 4, and in her head, she's a fucking 9, just like he said. A woman with fucking 3 kids, she feels the kids is not devaluing her. Yeah, you may have been a 9 or an 8, but now, you know, you're older. Go down to a little 7. Because you know you've been around the block. Okay, we'll let that. But now you got 2, 3 kids. Then you may have 2 baby daddies. Even with 1 baby, that's bringing the score down lower and lower. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if the nigga is single and he gotta have any pick of the market. And then nowadays, you could pay $200 to get a baddie. You don't even need that headache and go take care of somebody else's kids. Like I said, the internet has done this. Even like when OF came out and this and that, yeah, it was a big thing. But either way, it was still, those was all the simps spending the most of that money. Those was guys that would never don't get me wrong. There's some people that just want to see shit, see content. Don't get me wrong. Like, I want to see what she doing. There's people like, I never use it. I never put money into it. I ain't putting my money into that shit, and I can look up porn for free. If I'm gonna look up anything, I can just look up porn. And I can wait for somebody to find it, and they're gonna upload it to the internet some way, somehow. Guaranteed. You understand this? There's always an internet backtrace. Damn, this video's going on 40 minutes. Alright, I gotta wrap this up. Damn. I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Because I'm looking at the time on the thing, it's clicking, it says 40 minutes. And I'm like, damn, I've been talking for a minute. But that's what I was saying. I'm gonna end it off here. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you definitely made it this far. I know I've been talking a lot. I'm happy to give you guys some good conversation today. Yeah, but like I said, 49ers. That's where I was at. I'm gonna leave it with this. There's nothing wrong. Don't get me, like I said, if your heart is there, because I believe in love. I believe in that with love at first sight. Don't get me wrong. I love loving all women. I hate this feminism crap. I hate all this bullshit, all this separate. You understand? I want shit to be like the 70s. Everybody chilling, vibing, dancing. Some hippie shit, good vibe. Then we still get high, smoke weed, go to school. Everybody's trying to figure out what they want to do with their career, barbecues, and this is America, man. America is known for barbecues, owning guns, having your own house, having a family dog, having a family, having a job, and coming home to your wife. This is the American way. I don't know what everybody else think, but this is my thing. Like I said, back to the 49er thing. I be getting sidetracked. The 49er thing. Now, like I said, there's nothing wrong with a woman having kids, but a woman with 3 kids, even 1 baby daddy, 2 baby daddy, she would still believe she's a top 10. She would think that she is the shit. Oh, I don't gotta talk to this guy. I don't gotta do this, but expect everything from a man. Well, why you didn't do it? Why you didn't hold my door? Why you didn't? Oh well, you better pay for that. Like their entitlement is insane, and that comes from spin that shit, spin that shit, spin that shit. No offense, but I ain't gonna lie. Most of these rapper females who's on here, if they ain't selling theyself, cause I ain't gonna lie, I would never marry no industry female. We could go out and have fun, but we not gonna sit here and do this no relationship shit. You understand? Especially if you showing your ass and you stripping and you doing all this other shit, you shaking your ass every 5 seconds, everybody fantasizing about you, and then you gotta listen to what the industry tells you and this, that, and the third. Like what? That's not wifey material. Nobody wants to deal with that. My wife, her shit should be sacred. Nigga, only I should be seeing that. That's a wife. She's not out here trying to show everybody. Yeah, she may wear some sexy shit for you, but she's not out here wearing sexy shit for the whole world to see and fantasize about her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, honestly, bro, like, nobody wants that. Like, even if, like, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's a lot of shit. But, yo, hit the like and subscribe button. I gotta let this video go. It's 43 minutes going at 44. This is a super long video. I hope you guys watch it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Leave your thoughts and comments below and let me know. Peace out. Check out my other videos.